Yo, back again with another video. Same shirt, always. Anyway, this video is about people stating who is the smartest, who is not that smart, whose intelligence is less than a box of rocks. Now, genius is basically wherever you or your standard considered. Then there's another section where your IQ level or genius or intelligence level is based on the people around you, your surroundings, who you work for, or who you trying to impress, who you're not trying to impress. Basically, maybe the government or countries or your school, etc., etc., etc. First, let's get something straight. If you have 10 years of a college degree or wherever necessary, maybe not, who knows, and you can't figure out how to make that work to your benefit, then your intelligence, by my standards, would not be that high. That's just me. Me about somebody else. You could have a 10-year degree and work a job that pays $40 an hour, but you in $500,000 up. Really, your intelligence must not be that smart to get out that situation. You make them $50 an hour. Come on. And then another version of that, I'm saying you are a high school dropout, or you just a high school graduate, or you're a community grad. By my standard, or if you have a 10 degree, you turn that into your benefit. You make $50, $60 an hour, same as you had the same amount of money as that other person, but you're in a better situation of your life. You're not only at that, you're using what you learn and what you know to benefit yourself of starting going to work and going by the standards of things. I'm telling you to do things. This is how it's made. This is how it works. And then you turn around and coming home, or you can fix your own car instead of going to a car mechanic. And if it get too out of hand, you go to a more car mechanic. You know if they trying to chip you off or not, because you know what's wrong. You just don't have the knowledge of doing it, etc. There's a different standard of understanding of intelligence and wisdom. You can be going for a job interview and you have a 5-year degree or 4-year degree or 2-year degree or certification, and some random person come out of nowhere and got that job. And then they quit it or something happened or they got fired, and now they at that time did not have experience or education necessary for that job, not even a willingness to learn, and they still hired them anyway. And you go back to them and ask for a job again, and they do the same thing to you again. Now, a smart person who knew of this would tell them to go screw themselves. First time that happened, a person who is desperate and in need, we go back to them again, but who said it won't happen again? Now, everyone have their own standard of intelligence or genius level. From me, a genius is a person who can think beyond outside the box, not just like on the edge of the box, not to like 2 inches away from the box, way out of that. They can benefit themselves beyond anybody else, and then they can also benefit the world as a whole. They have no limitation on their thinking process, no ability, no ability restrictions, nothing what they can do or nothing what they can't do. They might have some stirs in their education, or they might be a grad with an education, like they want to innovate this, but they can't because they're not getting funding for it. But 2 years later, The same thing you thought of is being invented by someone else who got it funny up, and it's taking them 30 years to figure it out how that works when you can figure it out in a year. You do the circumstances. Some people consider IQ or genius based on them and who it benefits, who it does benefit, who it doesn't benefit, who is it help, and who is it bad for. You gotta understand yourself and your people around you. I, for me in particular, when I started going to college, I already was smart enough as a third year level college student. So some people asked me to do their homework or ask them help in their homework, and I used to get paid for it way back then, keyword. And when I first started doing that, going out of my specialty or my major or my training, the first semester was pretty hard, but as I got adapted to it, I understand how to split myself into an understanding of how to work these different specialties and how to do the hands-on. And so after that semester, I got used to doing people homework, and I used to get paid more money for that. And then, like the first semester, a guy gave me some of his mechanical engineering stuff, asked me to do it. I did it, failed. Semester after that, asked me to do it again, passed. Every time after that, passed. I had that for people. The same thing with electrical engineering. It's basically like asking a person who's trained in cooking to build a freaking spaceship. You can be working on a spaceship for 30 years and take this person who have no knowledge and they come and fix your problem in a day. There's obviously something wrong with the way you who have that, who've been working on that spaceship for 30 years are thinking. That's your fault. Now, like I said earlier, some people are smart that other people or other communities want to keep them down or want to use them to their own benefits or take what you have, what they have. Your color does not dictate how smart you can and can't be. You do. Your gender does not dictate how smart you can and can't be. Your age and your understanding of things does. Your experience does. Your willingness does. Your dedication does. Your thought pattern does. And then also people who are trying to do bad by you does. You can be trying to go into college and you have all the money anywhere just to do it, but yet people are telling you don't do that. You can't do that. You shouldn't do that. It's bad for you. You have already talked to the college and you are guaranteed a entry into the college. Yet people still tell you not to do that. It's the same thing with anything else. Who are to tell you what you physically can do or mentally? If you're missing 4 arms, I mean, if you're missing all your arms and both your legs, and you run on one, then you should know what does it take to help you develop a way or find a way or think a way to run and work on that path to run, which is the terms of intelligence again. Booyah. More people trying to screw you over. So, hi.